Hi, my name is Lauren Buchan, and I did my internship with the Dibble Institute that was required for my marriage and family studies degree. Overall, it was a great learning experience. From the time I saw their mission statement, I knew I wanted to work for them. It states the Dibble Institute equips teens and young adults with the skills and knowledge they need to develop healthy romantic relationships now and in the future. To put it simple, they teach youth and young adults through different programs that they offer, which is something I wish I knew about when I was a teenager. Before I began my internship for the Dibble Institute, there were a couple of steps that I had to complete. First of all, I started searching for an internship in the winter semester since I was planning on doing my internship in the summer or fall. And if I want to be really honest, when I returned back to school in the previous year, I had talked to my advisor about internships, and she gave me the internship coordinator, Cole Radcliffe's contact information. Soon after that, I contacted him via email and asked when I should start preparing to look for internships. He advised me to start actively looking and applying 2 semesters prior. As winter semester approached, I started looking. The first thing I did was to type in marriage and family studies in the search bar on the BYU Idaho site. Then there was a link that directly went to the internship options. And it should look something like this. I first read purpose, expectations, available internship, find an internship, approve your internship, and register your internship. After I had read all those, I went back and looked at find your internship. Now, this screenshot doesn't show all the listed internships, but that's okay. You're not limited to these options that are listed. You can actively seek for an internship in your local area. I applied for all the ones that were listed as an online internship since I'm married and didn't have a second car. I applied to different places through email. I attached my resume and would list my name, my major, what I planned on doing after I graduated, why I would be a good fit, and if they had an opening in that semester I wanted. Soon I heard back from Aaron Larson, the internship supervisor for the Dibble Institute. He welcomed me to the group and explained to me what the internship would be like. He said it was very flexible and it would be solely online. He also mentioned that I would be working on the same things that they would be working on. He also mentioned the master list and emailed it to me for the BYU Idaho Career Navigator. That is something you will have to submit when you are applying for your internship. As I began, I contacted Aaron Larson by phone, and he informed me all the responsibilities that I would have to do as I worked with them. He also let me ask any questions that I might have. The first assignment I did was to read the Dibble Institute first lesson in their Connections, Dating, and Emotions program. This was pretty much what I focused on throughout the whole internship. We were working on improving the curriculum for 4 different programs: the Connections, Dating, and Emotions, Connections, Relationships and Marriage, Love Notes, and Healthy Choices and Healthy Relationships. And in those curricula, I would find different YouTube clips of popular TV shows, movies, and music videos that would help explain the workbooks better. I had to update and search for different pictures in the PowerPoint presentations. I created a discussion guide, a worksheet, checked for inconsistencies, and updated outdated references. I also did some tedious work like looking through old archives for certain studies and articles, made sure that the standards for sex education, positive youth development, health, and facts were up to date, and I would transfer written sign-in lists into an Excel document. Now I want to talk about a couple of ways that I benefited the Dibble Institute. First, I was reliable when it came to completing different tasks. There wasn't one assignment that I did not finish. Second, I took initiative and went that extra mile. Aaron would give me some projects and just tell me to look up just one new picture or make one little adjustment. I decided I would offer up to 2 to 4 different options that Aaron and his team could choose from. When it came to the different lesson plans, I wanted them to have those options instead of forcing them to only have the one option they might not even like. Lastly, I helped save time for the upper division employees and helped update the workbooks and programs faster. I also wanted to discuss how the Dibble Institute benefited my needs. The first thing they helped me with was time management. It was definitely a different experience from just doing an assignment for the class you could take your time with and just submit before a certain deadline. In this case, you have to track the hours you put in and what you specifically did in that amount of time. Next, I was able to learn a number of different programs that I had never used before, like Adobe Reader, Dropbox, and Google Drive. This helped me expand my experience and qualifications for future jobs. And just adding to that, this whole experience has let me tap into the real world of working in a marriage and family field. The next thing I would like to do is talk about the connections. If I had to make one important connection between my coursework and what I had experienced in my internship, it would be how our weekly journals made us actually think how we felt about our internship, and it also let me see how I truly desire to work in this field. Although I would say the biggest connection was to my marriage course. A lot of what I was learning had to do with relationships, and the marriage course was all about working on improving relationships. There's also a connection to some of my intro to psychology class when it talked about how our brain works when we feel and when we have desires to date. After my experience with the Dibble Institute, I would definitely recommend this site for future students. It seriously was one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life. Yes, there would be times where it was tedious, but there was never a time where I thought this institution wasn't beneficial for families. I couldn't think of a better internship that would fit all the qualifications of a marriage and family studies student that is looking for an opportunity to grow. It humbles you in a way with not only the tasks that you are assigned to do, but the actual material that I would read. It was all about helping and improving all types of relationships. I actually have applied some of the material and the tasks I learned in my internship with my own marriage. In the end, I can tell you I have not regretted my choice in taking this internship. And finally, the way you want to go about making contact with the Dibble Institute is to contact Aaron Larson via email at aaron@healthymarriage.org. You'll want to explain why you want to intern with them and have an attached resume. He is very quick at responding to emails, so it shouldn't take long to get a response. He is a great person to work with and very understanding. Other than that, I wish you guys good luck as you start applying for your internships.